Yeah, he's just imagine, he not drafted, and I don't know, what did he spend 2 years in the D League working, and coming up and back and up and back, and at Michigan State playing for a great coach, Tom Izzo. I'm sure Coach Izzo's shocked, because there were other players who did things on that team, that Bryn didn't have to do, and he was just like the other player all the time, and now he's turned into a primary player. So him having carved out an NBA career for himself and his family is a real thrill.
I thought that might be a good problem to have, but when you talk about Dejounte coming back and maybe guys like Lonnie getting more time, is there going to be a crunch there, and you need to figure out how to fit everybody in?
Well, that's always a challenge for every coach, minutes for players, but I'd rather have that challenge and have Dejounte back than have him gone again, because minutes weren't a problem, really. And if we have a minutes problem, that'll be a good one.
With that said, Coach, when you added Dejounte back to the group, does that change the way you guys maybe look at what you need to add via free agency? Because you have so much depth coming back with Dejounte and then Lonnie and then Metu in his second year.
Well, all that affects what we might do as far as additions to the team, but Dejounte's important. I mean, he was an All-NBA defender. Everybody forgets that, I think, and that's where the defense begins and ends. With him on the other point guard or two guard, wherever he ends up playing, because I'm sure he'll do both. So adding him back to the team and having Lonnie hopefully healthy and ready to go will give us more depth, more athleticism that we didn't really have this year.
Rudy handled a lot of different roles, going from starter to bench and bounce back in the playoffs. Is it a priority to get him re-signed?
Sure. Rudy is he's a scorer. He's somebody who changes games. He's a great teammate. He's got a great personality, great sense of humor, and he's gotten better, rebounding-wise and defensively, which never was really his forte. But he understands the importance of it, and he's just getting better every year. So he's somebody that, we're hoping we can figure out a way to keep him here.
When you talk about the new culture, he's one of the guys that helped you guys set that and how to relate to the guys, young guys as well as DeMar.
Yeah, he's a very outgoing individual, and he's an easy teammate to be with, so he makes people feel comfortable. So for young guys just starting out like Lonnie, it's important to see the vets and be able to sit down and have a meal with them and laugh, and he does that well.
You never wanted to join their coffee gang?
I don't drink coffee.
How important was?
I drink other things, water and Coca-Cola. No, not really.
How important was Patty's role off the court, even going beyond what we see on game day?
Well, Patty's role has been huge every year, just because his spirit is larger than any 10 people. I mean, he's such a positive, loving individual. Everybody responds to him, and off the court, he's always putting things together, for groups, different groups of people, and he's all about team. He does the same thing with his Australian national team. He's a very important individual in that regard.